Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we are continuing our progression with Lucilla. Overall, we did get her up to Mythic, but we got a free copy out of this Mythic backup. So we picked up another copy, which means, again, we're getting a little bit closer in here. You'll notice that over the past couple days, we've gotten already 10,000 diamonds and we're already sitting on 21 Stargazer scrolls. So we've made a lot of progression in that point as well. Now, I've been pushing, and one thing that I did want to note is we built out Liberta. He has been doing exceptionally well in a lot of different game modes. Does require a little bit of a build, but he is supported. He is a Celestial. Now, with that being said, in the King's Tower, guys, we did cap the Celestial Sanctum. That is right, 760. This is the first time ever that we have been able to cap this. So we've been also not only farming those Stargazer scrolls, but we've also been picking up an incredible amount of time emblems. Now, Infernal Fortress, I have tried with Lucilla. Even with the trial version, guys, I cannot make any headway in here at all. Same with the Forsaken Necropolis. I went through, I did a lot of different group combinations. Very, very hard to make progression in here because there are a lot of the key heroes that I don't have built. Looking at the Tower of Light, looking at the World Tree, we've been making solid progression in there. Now, also, over on the test server, Dolly's dialogue is up, and I just wanted to kind of share that with you and read it. Dolly is saying, as of now, the dialogue says, the fallen omnious meteor has brought disaster and danger to the Dark Forest. Can that wildly trusted leader guide the wilders out of the darkness? So, we know there is going to be an awakened hero coming, and the leader, I believe, is Kaz. I believe, and again, I'm thinking way back in lore. I'm not gonna sit here and go through all of the story, but I thought Kaz was the leader. Maybe I am totally mistaken, and it is Leica that is the leader. But again, it seems like that is going to be the awakened hero because I don't think Orin was the leader, and I'm hoping that you guys can help me with this one and say. Or let me know exactly lore. Again, I'm not going to run through it all. It's going to be interesting. So we know it's a wilder. They said the widely trusted leader guide the wilders out of the darkness. So again, the awakened hero for the wilders is going to be the leader of the wilders. And again, for some reason, I had thought it was Kaz. But again, I could be completely wrong with the lore. But let's go in here, guys. We're going to hop in. We're going to do some summons. Hopefully can continue to build out Lucilla. Now, overall, it has been incredibly difficult in the treasure scramble because we do not have her built. It is one of the really big things and one of the reasons why we've been kind of rushing her. And of course, no copies of her. Celestials and Hypogeans out of stones, we haven't seen very much. And then, of course, we do have our cores in here. We do have our shards in here. Both of these we're waiting for a couple of triggers, including the tiny tank and also with Ivan, building them up to that 30 engraving, but building out Lucilla as well. And then, of course, building out the new Wilder. That is going to be coming right down the pipeline. So again, we have a lot that is coming, guys. Let's hop in, do some of these summons. And again, we have, what, 4 in totality. Last time we did the summons, we are incredibly lucky. We also do have 36 scrolls right here. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we get lucky with a copy, guys. There's a copy of Salakai. I will definitely take that. We almost have him built, and back-to-back elites right there, which is Tamara's. I believe Tamara's is at 4 stars right now. So that could even be close to take Tamara's all the way to that 5-star rating. Still looking for Ivan in here to get hopefully 1 or 2 more copies. There is one for Theowen. And then again, we have 4 copies in here to continue building out this hero. Let's see, guys, fingers crossed what we can pull in here. And it's a double again. Holy cow. The first time we did this a couple days ago, we got double copies of her. And here we are, guys, with 10 scrolls. We got double copies of her again. That is insane. That gives me, I believe it is 2 to having her built up to Ascended, because we got the free copy out of the event we have going on right now, which should take her to Mythic Plus. Wow, that is another double in there, guys. That's and there we go. There's another one. That's crazy. That's why I love recording it, guys. That is 3 copies with 20 cards again. This is identical to what we just did. Now we have what? We have 2 more full pulls. Can we get 1 more copy? Boom, last one just gives us some resources. But you know what, guys? I am happy with that. I am very, very happy with that progression in there with her. That is kind of crazy. And that also does bring Tamara's up. That takes Tamara's all the way to 5 stars. We have another hero that is done that is going to be dropped out of the Wilders. Boom, there is 5-star Tamara's. And of course, guys, when it comes to the engraving, makes a big difference when you're adding stars on there because it also does add those substats in there when you're building them out. Then, of course, we do have the double copies, guys. There is Mythic Plus, going to help a ton within that treasure scramble. And then we have one copy right there. So, again, looking at her, we have one copy. We are literally one copy away from having her ascended. And then we are 2 copies away, so 3 in totality from being able to add the engraving on there. Now, within the War of Truth, guys, it seems like a lot of players are saying that it is completely rigged. You can see in here the Celestials are winning, but we're tied as far as this. I've been coming in here every day. Now, this, of course, is going to give us some more cards, which is awesome to see, getting ready for the new hero. And then, of course, within here, guys, we already have 246 time emblems. We've been making a lot of progression with those as we continue day by day by day. We have been picking up a lot of additional scrolls in there, which is really cool to see. We've been getting and building out, getting prepared after the awakened version of Sophia to actually build that hero out. Now, King's Tower, the original King's Tower, guys, I have been pushing a ton. That is the reason why we've gotten as many diamonds as we have, is again pushing out that King's Tower quite a bit. And then, of course, we are getting some free resources out of this advanced ship, which I love, guys. It is 50 more emblems right there. And then, of course, there she is. Hero growth, we've already built her out with both of these. Got to put some furniture, which we already have one piece of furniture on her. But I think in here we have 3. And again, I'm using these kind of little by little, piecemealing these together. So we need one more for Owen. We need one more for Mahira. We already have one right here. And then, of course, the awakened version of Belinda. But that's making me think we're not going to have, and there's Mahira, guys. Finally, so that actually takes Mahira, I believe, to the 9 of 9. But that also takes Mahira up to 10, essentially, because we did have a strengthened furniture, which, God knows, I mean, it has literally probably been years since we ever did build or put furniture on Mahira. And I believe it's even before we could get the duplicates in there. So looking through here, guys, again, all of the heroes that we want to build are pretty much in here. You know what? I'm going to put Kelthar in here. Kelthar, of course, still has a lot of utility within the Thorn Cheese. Also in the stall team and the Treasure Scramble, still seeing, again, quite a bit of a build out in here. And I'm thinking the red cards, you know what? I'm just going to save at this point. We're going to have to go in here, or we should have probably went in here and farmed up a lot more Pokecoins. So we could have actually went in here and farmed up, again, a lot more Pokecoins in here. But let's recycle what we're not using. And out of the Twisted, or the Noble Society, we could have definitely built a lot more. So I'll show you guys. So what we're still purchasing, we are purchasing the monthly card. You can see we have 34 days right here, 4 days. I have to get a little bit more to build this out again, or buy this one again. So we buy these, and then there are the Noble Societies. So we build out right here, Red Chest and Elemental Cores. Huge when it comes to the progression of heroes. And then in here, I've been doing baits and I've been doing my shards. I'm going to have to swap this baits to Pokecoins. I believe I can swap this in 36 days. So we're still going to have a lot more time before we can literally stack a ton of Pokecoins. Then, of course, the Beast Ground. This was kind of a debate of taking them all to 15 or taking a couple of them to 18. At this point, I'm taking them all to 15 because I only need one more, guys. I only need right here the owl, taking this owl up to 15. Everybody else at this point will be going to 18. 18, of course, is going to be the stopping point for all of these. Even looking at the Beast Resonance here, 18, of course, is going to be the stopping point to where they're all at 18. But right now we have the Seal, and I do have the Winged Lion that I'm taking up to 18. We have one of our secret spices in here. And again, we have to really focus on taking this owl all the way to 15. Once he hits 15, then we're taking the owl to 18. But at that point, everybody will be 15. Now, the logic behind this, guys, is having a couple at 18 is very effective in one single formation because that's the only place that we can run the pet. Having them all built to 15 or all built to 18 is really, in my opinion, a game changer, because as we start seeing more beasts. So as we start seeing more beasts that are released, if I can get them all to 15 and then ultimately to 18, this can stay forever. We can have the beasts at 18 kind of forever. I'm hoping, again, fingers crossed, that we can pull some copies of the owl. All of the secret spices I'm going to save for the owl. There's another one for the winged lion. But again, all of the secret spice I am saving for the owl. So even here, guys, we have one right now for the slumbering seal. And here that gives us one for the winged lion. And then, of course, here we already have one to build him up a little bit further with the owl. So again, I'm going to focus them all to 15. And then, of course, we're going to take them to 18. Once they're at 18, that is kind of the stopping point. So we're going to go through all of the key ones, continue building them up to 18, and just go from there, guys. Because once we hit 18, at that point, it's kind of a free for all with all of the baits that we get. Because again, we're gonna build them eventually higher than 18. Because once they're all at 18, again, then it's kind of a free for all to build the rest of them up. In addition, you do get resources out of here, guys. So when I get them to 15, we're going to get some resources. And then, of course, we have these cool animated avatars, which we're getting a lot closer to building those out, which is awesome. And then, of course, as we have the animated avatar frames for all of the heroes, Lucilla is close, and we don't have it, unfortunately, for the beast yet. All right, guys, had some amazing luck again this morning on the account, which is awesome to see. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.